from Myshire Farm. We decided to bring out one of our old cages that we weren't using. We were going to bring it down by the quail barn, and we put our males in here for a little while, just for the summer and maybe the fall. Not very long, it's going to be temporary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a water that has a 5-gallon bucket up here. The water is going to go through, water them all. Right now, the past couple of days, we've just put regular waters in here. And it just gets all over the place. The trays get dirty. You have to open up the cages. The birds fly out. It's just annoying. Just all of it's annoying. So we're just going to do this so we don't have to get in the cages very much. So what we're going to do is we've got the water here. We've already connected this to wire. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Alright, so this unscrews. You put this on, you screw it in. It's just like that. What I'm going to do is, this was easier to show you, took a lot less time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zip tie this onto our cage. But all you would have to do is put this onto your wiring, okay? And then we are going to do 2 of them. You can do as many as you want, okay? You can just keep connecting, but we're going to do 2. So we put one here. We cut the hose. We connected it to each side. We use the heat gun to kind of secure them a little bit, and then we've got one coming out, so it's going to be in here like this, and then it's going to come out of the wiring, and it's going to connect to this tube here. Okay, so that's pretty much how that's going to happen, like that, only it's going to be on the inside. And then we'll just have to fill this bucket up rather than getting into each cage, because right now there's 2 waters in each cage and it's just annoying. So even though it's temporary, 10 minutes a day is valuable. So that's our first step. You will need a couple of T's, like so. Okay, so that will connect to this. So this will connect to the pipe. The pipe will go through here to the waters, and then also down to the next water, because we've got 3 tiers. If you only have 1 tier, then you're going to use this. Alright? Which is what we're using on the very end, because I don't want it to go on the floor. I want it to go into this cage. Okay? So that's how it stops. And then we only fill up the bucket when it's empty, which will probably be once a day, I would assume. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find out where I want to put this. Okay? Since I've already put a couple on, I know where. I want to put the hole to bring the wiring out. Okay? 18 inches. So I'm just going to do that. And this is right where I want to be. I do like bringing the waters up to a little under their head, so they don't play around in it as much and sit in it. So this is 1/4 inch. I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to cut one big square. The smaller the square, the better for you, so that nothing can get in there. And then we're going to open this up. Now, if I can give you any piece of advice at all, do this before you put the birds in. I didn't think that it would be a big deal, and then after 2 days of this, we were like, okay, let's just install it real quick. So I keep losing birds every time I open them because I got to be in here for a little bit. Super annoying, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to zip tie, hopefully one end, just so we can keep going on this. But I am going to put 4 zip ties on it everywhere. I'm going to make them as tight as possible, obviously. That'll do the job for now. And then after our video is over, I can get back in there and put the other 3 on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this wire, alright, to where this needs to go. Now obviously I can't just connect the two, right? I got to use that part. So I'm going to cut it right about here. I'm just going to use regular big scissors. I'm going to take this elbow. I'm going to put it in. Okay. I'm going to put it into this one here. All the way. Yep. And so here's the deal. I wanted to get this done today because it's taken us quite a while to feed and water these guys out here. So I did not have enough tubing on either way. So I'm using a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. I would not do that except for this is only going to be for about a month or so. So I'm not worried about it. So long story short, this and this are the same size, so they won't connect. So I'm using a bigger one to connect this. To this. Like so. And I do not like... So what I'm actually going to do after we can finish the video is I'm actually going to cut off a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to put it into to this because I'd like it to be a straight line. Not that that's a huge deal, but I'm just kind of weird like that. So anyways, ideally if we put water in here right now, it's going to go through these two tubes. Now obviously this one's not connected yet, so it's just going to splatter on the floor, but this one should go to each one and feed my birds. So that is the goal, that's the idea. I hope that helped, and it's really easy. Don't be scared of it, and remember, anything you do is fixable, so try your best. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.